Enjoy that. But you guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You could be anywhere else in the world, and you're here with us, and
we appreciate that.
Yes. So we're back. How are you guys doing? We haven't seen you guys, we haven't seen Johnny in a while. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. Like, I was so excited to watch this week's episodes because I get to catch up on the awesome battle that's going on right now. Or as I like to call it, Marvelous is Amazing. Because that's pretty much what the show's all about.
We know, see, if you guys don't know, Johnny is a huge Gokaiger fan.
Oh,
and
so
you are a huge Ninja fan.
Ha!
Yeah.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Did I get that wrong?
You got that.
Did I get that wrong?
A little bit wrong.
So
it's ninjas, though, right?
I'm gonna.
No.
Like,
oh, samurai. Same thing.
I love
Same
samurai.
Thing. All right, samurai.
Which I love Shinkenger, which are samurai theme. I know. If you guys remember the episode where me and Johnny were just like spitting out love for Gokaiger for 30 flat minutes.
It was amazing. It's one of the best days of my life.
I know. It's like, oh, you get why I love it. I get why you love it. It was super great.
And it's perfect.
You know what?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Exactly. We might have to do it again because I heard there's some low-key like Gokaiger hate out there because some people say there was enough character development. Now, I'm not going to call any YouTube channels, but some people have been hating on it. I'm like, ooh, it may be time for us to do a response video. Henshin, bro, Jezzer, you down?
Yep.
So we may be doing that.
Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in its original run, so.
Well, yeah, you got it.
Oh, Jezzer, it's.
Yeah.
You got it.
But we are.
Don't worry.
Oh, wait, another super chat
What?
from Red Blue Blur, who's no longer from Boston. He says Marvelous or Takeru Shiba. Oh, that's a little thing between you two, right?
If you've seen my Red Ranger video, I did put Takeru Shiba on the top of the list, but Marvelous is like so
He's
close.
Marvelous. He's marvelous.
But it's very hard to choose between the two overall.
Yeah,
I can choose.
Well,
you're gonna say Marvelous.
But you haven't seen Shinkenger.
Yeah. True. But at the same time, though, I'm a little bit biased. This is one reason why. Because Marvelous is amazing.
Yeah.
But also because low-key, though, like especially when we get to and start talking about this week's episode, low-key Gokaigers are low-key like the protectors of Sentai in a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, which is totally crazy. So it's kind of like, so that kind of gives them just that little edge up in a way.
Yeah.
I can see that. I know. And for me, the character development of Takeru, specifically when you get to the end of Shinkenger, like, still is one of my favorite things on Sentai, period. But Marvelous is marvelous. So, I mean, I can't...
So let's
all right, so obviously that didn't happen. Obviously, I lost.
Yeah.
And then fair and square,
This
it's enough, man!
This is why I'm not making bets with you guys anymore.
Nice.
All right,
So
y'all wanted this.
You get this one right.
Oh, I know.
As a quick warner, though, if it's not hot enough, we have to do it again.
That's fine.
If it's not hot enough, we have to do it again.
So, then this is, look, I was eyeing that one.
There it is.
I was eyeing that one. It's perfect.
There it is.
Go for it.
Okay, ready?
You know, should we do this like how they do hot ones? Like he eats it, but also explain something to us?
Yeah, why don't you, what do you want to explain while I'm eating this?
Okay, why you have to eat and explain to us why Ninja was so bad for you.
Ninja was so bad for me?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, here we go.
Did he fall on the ground? Yeah. Kobe! So continue.
Well,
What? What are you saying?
Ninja.
Ninja is a great show. That's why they put them in Strongest Battle. You really love Ninja? Can we put Ninja like icon right here above you? Like,
So the reason I don't like Ninja is I hate most of the characters, but I specifically hate Red.
You're spicy.
It's kind of. I specifically hate Red. The show's directionless.
Is it good? You need a napkin?
I do need a napkin. Yeah, thank you.
No, don't use my shirt. This is a new shirt I got from Chase.
And I got frustrated by episode 7.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sure there's a few more people in the room that kind of want to eat some wings.
I don't think that. Well, you fuckers want me to do this.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Strongest Battle. What did you guys like about this week's episode?
Well,
What?
this is a very good show.
Yeah.
I really like the show a lot.
Oh,
it feels like an anniversary season.
So good.
Absolutely.
So good.
And what's kind of cool about it is that it feels like, honestly, it's like what's the fun of like all the team ups you want to see when you do like a crossover thing? Like, what do you like about Infinity War?
Yeah.
You know, and it does that, but in an episodic fashion. You know.
The only thing I don't like about it is that we have too many Red Rangers on one team.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
feel like there's so many characters with them. That how many years this series franchise has been going that we could just like start throwing people in, but with a bunch of Red Rangers. Is it because they've only set these Red Rangers up to have the best character development in their shows?
I bet you it's, again, I still maintain it's availability.
Yeah.
Who's available. Who
the audience would know, be able to connect with.
Who the audience would know what camera. Hence, I get,
because these are all recent teams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. No, okay. Obviously, with the writer of this being Arakawa, and he was the head writer of Gokaiger. Marvelous was a given.
Okay.
So like, I bet you, if I can theorize until I've been proven wrong by somebody online, that Arakawa was like, I wanted to use Marvelous, and then who else will you give me? And they gave him Yamato, Stinger, Kagura, and Takaharu from Ninja.
How do you remember all those names just off the top of your head?
We got another super
We got
chat.
another super chat.
It's not as big as you think, but okay.
Yamato, the GOAT, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring up Yamato right now. Okay, so the cool thing about bringing all these guys is that he basically was given that list, I'm assuming, and it's like, cool, now figure out how they're gonna interact.
Yeah.
And I think, because Arakawa, I think I realized something about Arakawa for me. I think Arakawa is like the Mark Waid to Super Sentai.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
Is that the dude knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He knows his Sentai. He knows what each show brings, what they bring in each show. And if you watch Gokaiger, you definitely know that. And he looked at that lineup and went, you know what, that Jirojo show with Yamato? That guy's the heart of that show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what he smartly did in
Yep.
this crossover is made Yamato the heart of the show.
I
He
agree
was
with you.
badass.
I agree with you. And
he
the
was a freaking badass.
And to piggyback off of that, though, and I love what he did with Marvelous, because you could easily bring Marvelous in and have him overshadow everybody.
Absolutely.
But it was so smart. Because Luke has been kidnapped, he's emotional. He's a little bit unstable. And so the thing about Izzo, that immediately makes him like your Blue Ranger type role.
Yeah.
So he's like second in command in a way, but again, he's still still strong.
Yep.
But again, he can be the leader of this team, which is so smart. And then you bring in the Red Ranger from
Ninja.
Ninja.
Can we have him die already?
Low key. But he's just a goofball, so he's obviously like your Green Ranger type. So that takes care of that.
Yep.
And then you have your Pink Ranger from Tokuger. And the thing about this is that she's awesome. Like, she's cool,
Yeah.
she's fun, she
She's
has
a heart.
levity
She's
to it,
the heart,
exactly.
yeah.
And so it's
How
a well
about
balanced. And Stinger's dope because he's the lone wolf.
Yeah.
Because what's he want to do though, but he's also thinking about the bigger goal at the same time.
Yeah.
He's that smart character that you need. So it's actually a really well balanced team.
I love how
Yeah.
he's calling Tsuragi the commander.
Yeah, he was calling it Tsurugi.
Yeah.
Because it's reminding you, like, hey, this
There's a hierarchy.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
the show, and it's in the continuity of their show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's one of the cool things about using. I would say, even though I made the point of I do not like Ninja and I hate that Red Ranger, I will say I think he works here.
So he serves a purpose.
So here's the thing,
Yeah, he
I
serves
agree
a
with you.
purpose.
Here he works, and I was like, as I was watching this, is like, this could literally be 50 episodes, and I will love this show.
Yes,
That's what you're
I
saying.
would love to watch this for a year.
Exactly, I would be so on board for
It's-
this. But here's the problem, though, and then I want to come back to that point as
Yeah.
well. The problem is, though, is that when I'm looking at him, I was like, oh, I understand why your season failed now. Because the thing about this is that you're so comedy based. The thing about this, as a Red Ranger, you kind of get away with that, but at the same time, I feel the vibe of your season just wasn't hitting it enough.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at him like, if I had to watch you lead a team all the time, like, nah, I wouldn't be a fan.
And that's why I hated him.
Yeah.
That's why I got tired of him real quick.
Yeah.
There's one thing I do like about this series. It's the villain, Guy Sorg. Is
Guys,
badass.
So dope. So
He's
dope.
so badass. And he's definitely going to be in Ryusoulger, so we're going to see a little bit more of him. But there's a lot of mystery to who he is and who's under that mask, especially in this episode.
I have really failed. He just keeps dipping into the hot sauce. Like, I literally went there to ask him, what is the hottest sauce you
And
have?
failed.
And it's habanero, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting a link.
Lick.
No, next week, I'll have something better.
But what were some other highlights of this episode that you guys really enjoyed?
Look,
it was definitely Zolger's fight scene where he's 1-on-3.
Okay, here's the thing. Low-key, okay, we got to talk about both fight scenes, and then we talk about which fight scene we like better.
Okay.
But we'll talk about Zoolger, because here's the thing. I've always told you guys, and people look at me crazy, I was like, I low-key do like Zoolger.
Same.
Because I like their Red
I
Ranger.
don't like the Rubik's Cube little.
But see, no,
thing.
I agree with that, but you saw his transformations, that's why I liked him.
Even
I
the
like,
gorilla-looking one, where
Dude,
it's
but
like, it looks like they put like padding in his.
True,
in his
but
suit.
when he goes to that whale mode, he's just like
Oh,
ripping
yeah,
all stuff.
okay.
I was like, he's just so beast. With
Whale
like the
mode's
samurai skirt, and I'm like, he looks just so badass.
Whale mode
Whale mode
is one of the best suits
yes,
Dude.
ever in Sentai.
And here's the thing, though, and I love the
Ever.
transformation he does it too, because he doesn't have to morph. The helmet just shifts, which
Yeah.
makes it even more badass. And so I'm just like, dude, it's like that fight scene where he took on all three. I thought like, oh, they're gonna do the usual storyline where he's gonna fight him, but then Marvels will come in the last minute, help save the day.
Yeah.
No, he took on all three in one.
And this is a great thing about, and this is so in character of Yamato, if you watch Zyuohger, is that Yamato will always know how do I get my team out of the funk, or I will know how to take care of this because I don't want to put the burden on anyone else.
Yeah.
And he's done that in his show multiple times, and to see him use it again here, I'm like, that's exactly what he would do.
Exactly.
we find out that Guy Sorg has an invitation to the battle. but he's like working outside of the tournament, which kind of messes things up a little bit. What do you think? What do you think his main purpose is in the tournament?
By the way, just backtrack really quickly. When I said that, I love the fact her name is Rita. I kind of feel I kind of feel they did it as a little lob to American audiences.
Yeah.
It was like, here you go. We know you're there.
It's kind of like signaling to us that they are working together now.
A little bit, yeah.
Working
it's
together.
a little
Ninja
wink
Black.
to us. Yeah.
Sorry.
Black.
Yeah.
All right, but so going back to so as you were saying, your question, Jezzer?
Yeah.
What do you think his purpose is in this tournament? What he's going to be doing?
Right now, he's as Rita brought out, that unlike Johnny, he's going to bring in the spice.
Oh,
shade.
Not
well, you know what though?
I like how you snuck that in there.
It's okay.
But you should be happy though, right?
You're saying,
no?
Yeah, a little bit.
I got some bad news for you though.
I know.
So I just got a message.
What?
Thank you, DDD Cosplay.
What?
They've already ordered the hot sauce and it's on the way.
And
they're going to bring it to me at WonderCon.
I knew.
Where I will have a table, so come pay me a visit. And who knows, we might do it there.
We might do it there. We might do it there.
I would be so down for do Henshin Hangout at my table.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You'd be down?
Internet, though.
Internet.
Here's the thing. Low key, though, I will look into it. For our show, I would pay for the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the convention center.
Awesome.
At the very minimum, because we'll figure this out, but the very minimum, I might just even put it on tape. Real quick. I might do it there.
That is good.
And then we'll air it on the show.
Work.
At the very minimum, I can do it that.
That is.
So we are halfway through Strongest Battle. What are you guys' predictions on how this is going to turn out?
Well, right now, Kagra is waiting in the wings, so I'm waiting for her to really show up. What you got, Johnny? What you got?
Can we talk about Marvis's battle?
Oh!
Because here's the thing. I'm sorry. Like, I have a quote wall in my classroom, if you guys know I teach, and I'm putting what Marvis said in my classroom. Because when he walks up and the dude is like, he's like, I already beat you. You're not strong. And Marvis says, I don't bring the same fight twice. I was like, oh, it's going down. He's about to get this
wasn't
work.
That a little pretentious of him?
Dude,
I mean,
but did he not back it up, Jezzer? Did he not back it up?
But first, he didn't trust his team and his team enough to like handle that business.
But here's the thing, though. Again, he was emotional. He was going through some things. But here's the thing, though. This is part of the reason why we like Gokaiger, because that's how he was on the show. But he was also a leader at the same time.
Yeah.
He would bring that fight, and again, he would never give up. To see him come back was like, I don't bring the same fight twice. It just started going through Gokai change. Then they started playing the theme music. Justin, tears.
Oh my God,
tears of joy. I was like clapping and applauding the whole time.
Okay, let's go to the chat. We got a super chat. He said, Red Blue Blur says, "How about a hot wing challenge for Beast Morphers?"
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna have to develop a bet between the three of us. I don't know if Daniel and Joe are gonna want to do that. But we'll see. So,
what did you guys think about the fight scene with Marvelous?
He got a lot of development as far as like the flashbacks and his purpose and what his wish. What do you think about their wishes?
I think Yamato's wish is one of those that makes sense and why Keiichiro backed out. Because Keiichiro's like, I wish for world peace, and Yamato's like, I mean, we're trying to do that.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean that's the whole point of Super Sentai.
But I love that what Yamato's like, this is what I want to do, and when we find out what it is, I can see Keiichiro being such the big-hearted guy that he is. He's like, oh no, help that kid. No, do that instead.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll hand it to you.
So it kind of made sense why Keiichiro was out of character.
Can I say how much I love this scene with the Gao Rangers?
So good.
What he says is so great, and it's like I wish you can put that on a poster about Red Rangers. It's like sometimes it's easier to be red because all you have to do is just rely on your team. But then you have to remind yourself that you have to help them too, and
and you have to bring the passion.
You have to bring the passion. Oh, it's so good.
Exactly, and
it's great that it got him back too.
And Loki shows the writing that goes into the season as well, because the cool thing about it was that kind of like we said, he put together a balance of people, and again, that Red Ranger from
Zyuohger
brings that passion, he brings that love, and he's doing it so well. Whereas again, Marvis is worried about Luca, the guy from Ninja is a goofball, and then only that the Pink Ranger from Tokuger. I mean, Loki, let's be real, she is a child.
Yeah,
so
she's a child.
So this is actually the perfect balance of team that you can do this with.
Yeah, agreed.
And Stinger still serves no purpose.
Stinger's just a spy. He's just he's a legit bad A, but he's on a spy though.
But he finds some shit.
Yeah. Oh no, he was doing some investigatory work. He was on that world's greatest detective team right there. Like Batman would be proud. Like that's right, don't trust nobody.
He's got the jacket from what's his name?
Xiaolong Bao.
Yeah, I want that jacket.
It's a good jacket. You can rock that.
Yeah,
I can see you rock that.
I do have a Q Ranger jacket from
You should bust
last
that out
season.
once in a while.
I know I should. It's just very shiny.
Yeah.
And very like out there.
That's fair.
So would you guys want this to go like 20, 22 or 45 episodes?
I would like more than
Or do you
4.
think it would like, kind of lose its appeal?
I mean, I would love more than 4. Mm-hmm. And I can see your point. It could lose its appeal. But right now, I'm having such a good time with it that, like, this is the perfect buffer between the last show and the new show.
Yes.
And it's reminding me
Was there a reason why they did that, do you think?
I think they just needed to give Ryusoulger more time.
Yeah.
I have some theories.
Yo.
So again, I was doing some research and whatnot. I have heard like sadly.
I love this show, by the way.
This is dope. We have talked about before that right now Sentai isn't doing super well,
It's
like
not.
ratings wise, and so I kind of feel like this is being done for 2 purposes. One, before they go into the next season, it's kind of like giving like the fan base like a nice like jump start, like bring everybody back, remind them of something cool that's coming, everything like that. So I think 1 is doing that. 2, I think it low-key could be like a backdoor pilot in a way, because if this next season doesn't do well, but they know people want to see like the people from Gokaiger, they want to see old Rangers back and everything like that. You could build again a Ranger-centric, Sentai universe type deal, and build off it. Because here's the thing: we know for sure that they watch Goes On here in America. They saw what Kyle Higgins did with Shattered Grid and whatnot, and see how people, the fan base, are reacting to it. So they know they could possibly do that. It's easier for them to do that in Japan too.
Oh sure.
So I think this is low-key like. Helps jumpstart the next series, brings people back for it. We have the next series like in the background this whole time,
right?
But at the same time, though, it could be a backdoor pilot for something later on.
And that's something that they've never done with Sentai, which is going back, full time. And we'll see how Ryusoulger does. It's way too early. Obviously, we haven't even seen a show yet. We will. It's gonna come up soon. But right now, I can see what you're. No, I 100% agree with you, Johnny. This could be a chance to see, well, if we can do something like this, but as a show the following season, maybe that's the answer to keep Sentai going.
Exactly. And not only that, though, but it gives them enough time, because in a way it gives them like a year to breathe if they did like an anniversary season like that, to figure out fresh ideas. But can I be honest, though, if we can go back to that picture of the Rangers from the new
Ryusoulger?
Dinosaur, the thing about it is, though, is that honestly, every time I see them, you just totally look and see, this is supposed to be dragons.
Yeah.
Like, this is be a total medieval season. And the last minute, y'all got really scared and was like, dinosaurs! Bring out the dinosaurs! We might be losing our jobs for the dinosaurs!
The costume designer is like, oh, I made all these great scenes. Wait, we're not doing dragons? I fucking hate you guys.
Exactly. No. They're like, can you change it? No!
You're just gonna have to run with it.
Because you look at these and went, these are dragons.
Exactly. It's so obviously dragons. To be honest with you, I wish it was. Like, look, that dude is a knight. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, I wish it was dragons, because it would be so much more fun.
It's such a. You're right, and I think when we get around to watching the show,
we're gonna see. We're gonna definitely see it.
We're definitely gonna see. But man, oh man, I would not be shocked to realize if the only dinosaur thing are just the robots.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm looking at that. Even that main one, I'm like, that's still a dragon.
Exactly. Look at them wearing medieval wear and like in modern days.
That looks like a dragon.
It does.
Yep. Can we talk about the reveal at the end?
Please.
About the who he is under the mask, or who one of his identities is.
It's Takaharu from Ninja. What up with that?
I think it's not him.
Definitely.
No,
It's not him.
I think he's like one of those like rogue from X-Men type deals.
Yeah,
he's absorbing people's abilities type deal, which is really cool.
I can see that.
With a mix of morph.
Exactly. So
Morph.
Exactly.
This one's for you, Morph.
But
yeah.
So
Still
yeah,
funny.
that's why he had Luca's abilities at the beginning.
Exactly. And then we I'm so excited for next episode. I'm so excited for next episode.
We get Luca.
Luca's coming.
We get Luca. We get my boy Doggy Kruger.
Dude,
Doggy Kruger.
Doggy Kruger. I know some people don't like. Here's the thing. I will admit, the American version of Doggy Kruger, they did like up the animatronics and whatnot. But I still love the Japanese version.
I love Doggy Kruger.
Sesame Street Doggy Kruger?
I love it. I don't care. He's also that's another show written by Arakawa. So it's Arakawa wrote Deca Ranger and Gokaiger. And so again, these are his boys right now on this frame.
And
can't wait.
And you know what's dope too, though? Again, as a backdoor pilot, it is so easy to do, because for Doggy Kruger, you can get anybody being that costume.
Oh yeah.
So if you can't get the actor to come back, that's a real quick switch.
It's just to say you just need the voice actor.
So the cool thing about it is, if they ever want to do like again a whole season of this, which again we will all be on board for, it is so easy to do. So they're setting themselves up for it.
Yeah.
Again, one more time, I bought Shadow Ranger pre-order for the Lightning Collection. I needed him bad. So, can't wait. This has been such a fun two-parter.
Yep.
I can't wait for the last two, but also I'll be quite sad.
So what would you
for the last two.
guys rate it? First off, hold on, before you guys say it. Toku Kid
got
says,
another super
he
chat.
super chatted, he says, just like Dino Charge Fury mixed with Korag. True.
I can see it. That's
True.
true.
I see that.
Fair. Fair.
Okay, what'd you rate it?
Out of 5, I give this one a nice 4.5.
Nice. All right, Johnny?
5.
Hard 5.
5. Here's the thing. We had great character development with the main Red Ranger from Zoolander.
Yeah.
And not only that, though, but we saw Marvis had a nice little arc where he was acting like very like hostile to the team because he was worried about Luca. But then he came full circle. We got those 2 awesome fight scenes with the Red Ranger from Zoolander going through all 3 of his modes. Zoolander, sorry. Where he's in the eagle flying in the sky.
Yeah,
then
where he
comes back
fought Gingamon Green.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then he comes back gorilla mode and then goes to whale mode, which is so sick.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm sorry, I'm literally putting that quote up in my classroom. I don't bring the same fight twice. Dude, so bad A. So again, this is a 5. We got great character development. We saw a lot of fast, like great action scenes and whatnot, and we still have 2 episodes to go. And I'm so on top waiting for the next one.
I'm with you. I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. So far in the chat, Edward Sanchez gives it a 5. Ryan Earl Thomas gives it a 5. Jared 5. Red Blue didn't get to watch it out of 5. Heel Life 4.5. Blackwing 4.5. So it's the general consensus. It was a good episode.
Jay
Good
Boss
app.
gave it a 4. Yep. So again, everyone's enjoying this. And again,
really
it's a
awesome.
really great testing of the water if they ever want to do something with this.
Yeah,
Toku
no.
Kid gave it a 5. Says need a green light to full series. Need a green light to full series order.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the best, like, in terms of, like, you know, like, if you watch, like, what was that?
DD Cosplay says Johnny gives any show with Marvis a +3 right off the bat.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's
You are
damn
super
true.
biased.
Dude, give me anybody from Gokaiger. Give me Gokai Silva. Give me Luca next episode. Next episode, I'm going to give it a 10 on a 5-point scale.
Yeah.
Am I
We
biased?
don't even need
yes,
to ask
I
you
am.
right now because
Nah.
you got Luca in there. You
He's
think-
gonna give next week a 5.
Yep.
And so
Easy.
will I. So
So guys, thank you so much for watching and thank you for joining us on your Saturday. We really appreciate it.
thank you for all the super chats.